Hello there, YouTube. My name is Jacob, and as always, here at the PNCLCG is where you want to be. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a showcase of the FXX Evo Ferrari in CSR2. Yes, that car. For those of you that know that car, typically speaking, you'd say, oh, whatever, that car isn't that great. Well, I have something to show you that I hope you'll enjoy. If you enjoy this content, if you enjoy my little discussion about this car, how to make it actually be useful in live racing and everything like that, please consider subscribing to the PNCLCG. Every little bit of support helps and counts and is greatly appreciated. Please leave a like on this video if it helped you out, if it gave you the ability to turn what you otherwise thought is maybe not so great a car, a dust bunny in your garage, to maybe something decent that you can potentially use a little bit in live. If there's anything you want to see in the future, please leave it down in that comment section below. Make sure that if you do subscribe, you switch that notifications bell icon to all so you never miss out on a video. Let's get to it. Here we go. So, here is my nice FXX Evo. Now you'll notice very high performance points, 710, but over 1,000 Evo. I have 39 out of 42 upgrades installed. I have 79 out of 128 fusions parts installed. Very quickly, I'm just going to go through and brief you on my parts setup. So I have no engine, turbo, nitrous, stage 6s. But the rest, I do have the stage 6s. And for this setup, I have them installed. As you can see here, I've got quite a decent amount of fusions in the car. Now, I don't have a crazy amount of pink fusions in this car, as you can see. It is almost exclusively greens and blues. And part of that is because I wanted to save all of my pinks for my other really special cars, because I was just trying to play around with this once upon a time and figure out if it was any good. But the only real pinks I have pretty much are in that transmission right there, and then a few scattered throughout. So this is not the craziest setup to get if you can get the stage 6 parts. Now, can this car do this on lower settings? Sure, it probably can. I haven't exactly tested those settings out completely, simply because I assume that if you own this car, if you have this car, you probably have a lot of stage 6 parts for it. Because of the fact that this car has been around for so long, it's been available as a gold key crate pull multiple times. But so here's my dyno, 10.074, nothing too crazy. Nitrous on these settings. Now again, as always, stage 6 parts change, fusion parts change. This stuff is going to change, but the idea behind it remains the same. This is basically just for maximum Evo. This here is for maximum Evo when my tire pressure says 50 out of 50, all right? But here's the thing. When I go over here and I switch this back to what the settings were, take a look at this. 72.28, 32 PSI. As you saw, that Evo dropped 317 when I went from here to here. So you're thinking, what the heck is this? Some cars, when you have a setup like this, you pull that tire over to the right rather than to the left. You'll see here, if I pull this over down here, right, I get more Evo out of the car, okay? I get even more Evo if I go over here. Somewhere in here is where the car has the maximum Evo, right? And it's 9.280, 9.278, somewhere in there. All right, fine. However, when I go over here, boom, 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 I have exactly 1,003, so just barely over 1,000 Evo. And that is what I want because, as always, if you haven't watched any of my videos on live racing, you would know over 1,000 Evo is the key. So, without further ado, really quickly, it looks like it canceled out the previous run that I had, but it will probably show up here when I do this. You'll see on the most recent run that I did before I started this video, I got over a 1/10 of a second of dyno beating out of this car. Now this car is difficult to drive, to say the least, even on the perfect settings and everything like that. Now these settings are far more manageable than the max evo, max this, max that, yada yada yada. But nonetheless, this is quite a challenge of a car to drive. But if you can get the practice in, if you can put the time in, you can put the parts in, it will beat dyno. And most people think it can't. So without further ado, let me show you the FXX Evo. Oh, I hit the pause button. Trying to hit the volume button, my bad. Now that was not a perfect run by any means. I got thrown off by the fact that I accidentally hit the pause button. However, I am not sure what this is. Apparently, my iOS device is doing this silly thing where it is making me watch an ad, and why that is, I have no idea. I apologize for that. I don't understand that, but anyway, back to what we are here for. We're not here for ads. You see there over on the left, I ran a 9.970. On this run, I ran a 10.027, so I'm about 0.06 tenths off. 10.074 dyno, I ran a 9.970. So let's try again. And this time, hopefully I don't accidentally hit the pause button and throw off my start. The key to this car, okay, before I do this, you need to have a good start. You need to be somewhere around 5,000 RPM when you start. You're going to shift it somewhere around 3,000, 4,000 RPM into fourth, hit your nitrous, and then perfect shift the rest of the way through. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, missed it. Missed it a little bit. So that run is not going to be anywhere near what I want it to be. Yeah, I completely botched that one. Let's try again. I know this car can do it. I showed there the previous run before I started this video was a 9.970. I'm just having a little bit of mistakes here. There it is. Booyah! Oh no, I didn't get the perfect shifts that I needed, but still going to be a little bit better of a run. 10.058. So that run beat dyno by a little bit. Again, this car can beat dyno by a full 1/10 of a second if I drive it perfectly. 2, 3, 4, nitrous. Perfect shift, perfect. Oh, missed the perfect shift. Ah! I am trying to get it to work, and I am just making all kinds of mistakes everywhere, so I apologize for that. Gotta get that good start. You gotta have all of those shifts be perfect shifts, and you gotta wait on the shifts a little bit. I'm not waiting. 2, 3, 4. Perfect, 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 yes! There we go. That run should be a bit better. Woohoo! That's what we're talking about. There it is. There's closer to it anyway. 9.994 on a 10.074. So it's not a perfect run by any means. It's a close run. The key is timing when you shift and timing when that nitrous goes up. But nonetheless, that was much closer to what this car can run. Let's do it again. 2, 3, 4, nitrous. Perfect shift, perfect shift, perfect shift. I don't think it was perfect, well, no pun intended, but that run was still decent. Yeah, not perfect. I went a little bit too hard down on that perfect shift. You got to time it just right, and that's what makes this car difficult, is that you've got to time when that perfect shift happens. I think I'm also shifting into second a little too early, and then I'm also hitting the nitrous too late. Oh, that was too early now. Oh dear. That one was a terrible run. But anyway, needless to say, this car can beat Dyno by a tenth. I've shown that it can beat Dyno by certainly more than half a tenth. If you get it perfectly right and everything like that, you will beat Dyno by a tenth. Now the question becomes, okay, I can beat Dyno, great, whatever. Is this car able to compete in live racing, right? That's what we want to use it for. There are very few times that a Ferrari Cup pops up on the map. Can I get in here? Can I try to race? And can I try to win? That is what we're here for. This car, as I've shown on the channel, again, please do go ahead and look back for that video. I did a review of live racing setup for the Mercedes-AMG S63 Coupe. This car beats Dyno. Can we take it on in live? Let's go. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we got it. Woo! No problems at all. Absolutely torched them. Look at that. Beautiful. We only beat Dyno by .004. We earned 1346 respect points in live, which is the maximum that a tier 5 car that has not been eluded with 5 gold stars can make. And 13,000. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Now this car with the 10.074, it is using a massive lobby advantage because it is at the very top of this lobby. Now, we'll be able to determine where this lobby is if we can get the connection to be able to race. Unfortunately, sometimes the iPads, when you get challenged, they do this, where they just refuse to connect. I don't know why it is. I don't understand it really, but nonetheless, this is what it does. And then you'll just keep going through person after person. All right, good, we got them. Let's go. Let's race. Again, Toyota Supra. Very easy to determine what your lobby is from that. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Perfect shift, perfect shift, perfect shift. Yeah! We got them. Beautiful. And we didn't just get them, we got them by a lot. I downshifted there. Beautiful! Look at that. 10.335. We can run a 9.970. Oh yeah. So is this car competitive in live racing against the Supras and the basic cars? Yes. Now the question is, here's a competitive car. This is a car that, typically speaking, you see this in live, you go, oh yeah, that car can beat me. Can we compete against this one? If we can compete against this one, I'm signing off. We're done. I proved that this car is more than capable at live racing. I think they are probably going to bet us a whole bunch. Oh, no, thank goodness, because I honestly am going to have to drive perfectly on this one if I want to do well. But it may be I have a lobby advantage so strong I can beat this car. 2, 3, 4. I terribly botched that start. Yeah. Can't quite get him. Or, can't quite get him. Now, could we run higher than that? Yes, I've shown plenty of runs that were higher than that. So, could we beat it? Yes. Would we have had to beat Dyno to do it? Yes. But, against all of those other cars that were in the lobby, as you saw, I didn't have to beat Dyno at all. So, it really comes down to, if you just can get lucky enough with who you're racing against, what they run, everything like that, this car can do some decent damage. Let's do this car. Let's do one last one. Yeah, let's do this car, since a whole lot of people are going to have this car in live racing. A whole lot of people are going to be using it. Let's see if we can't beat this car. If we can beat this car, that would be great. 2, 3, 4. Come on. Oh my gosh, they are gone. Holy crap. I have no idea how they are running a 9.5. They must have some sort of a crazy setting on that. In that case, I'm going to be taking a look at that. There will be a video going up on the channel shortly about that one, since that person just absolutely completely destroyed me. But nonetheless, I was able to get some wins in with this car. I could have beaten that Corvette, which is a competitive car in live racing. It's by no means a slouch of a car. So yeah, that is my personal review on how to turn the FXX Evo into a live racer. I'm very excited with this one. I've had this car for a very long time. I always liked this car. I spent a whole bunch of gold keys to get it. I was so happy to get it, and then I found, oh, it doesn't beat Dino. And now I found it beat Dino, so I'm beyond stoked. I'm beyond the moon over this one. If you enjoyed today's content, please consider to subscribe to the PNCLCG. Please consider leaving a like on this video. That really helps the channel out. Please put something down in that comment section if you want to see something on the channel, or if there's any comments that you want to make, but please keep it respectful. I'm starting to see some comments that aren't exactly as respectful as I would like them to be. So please, 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 if you're going to put a comment on the video, please keep it respectful. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Jacob as always. Here at the PNCLCG is where you want to be. Have a blessed day.